In ancient societies where resources were scarce, and then women had to play a very vital role. The most essential role was the reproductive role. The older and the mature women had to take a step back from this essential role for the cohesion of the society, for better distribution of resources, and as a result, a lot of changes happened in the body of the older women. The fat, which was originally on the thighs and the hip area, moved upwards because it was needed for our survival. Why? I will explain. Because now these women are non-essential in those society, so they would be not considered for essential for the distribution of resources as well. But the fat in the midsection, which can be easily broken down to energy, would help them to survive. And it would also protect the vital organs against cold weather and extreme temperatures. As a result, you see, back in those days when the physiology changed and the biological adaptation happened, this visceral fat in the midsection of the body was essential for survival of older women. But today, in modern society where resources are in abundance and we are living in an protected environment, we don't need the visceral fat any longer. So we now need to change our subconscious mind and reprogram it, help us to get rid of that from the body through different things that we do. First is subconscious reprogramming. Then we're going to do this very important exercise, which is called tension release exercise, through which you're going to recalibrate your nervous system. Because during menopause, our whole body gets into the fight and flight mode, resisting the changes that's happening. We are going to recalibrate the nervous system and put it back into the parasympathetic mode, which is rest and digestion mode, so that whatever we do, our diet, our exercise, the hormones, and everything balances us and helps us attain that flat tummy that we all desire. Now, this exercise has 7 steps. Each of these steps are basically created to develop, to let's say, activate the muscle group of the lower part of the body. That's the largest muscle group in the body. And once that is done, then we get into a state called neurogenic tremors. And these tremors are very fine vibrations that are sent through the spinal cord to the brain stem, where the primitive brain, on receiving these information in the form of vibrations or tremors, will activate the parasympathetic nervous system. And I have done this exercise on a lot of people, especially people who have autonomous nervous system disorders, and it is a really, really magical, tool to have. So once you learn this, then you can use it on yourself and as a tool for life. Just follow the set of exercises that we're going to do now and be with me till the end. That is the purpose. And today we're going to do one of the ways of a recalibration of the nervous system. If you have heard about trauma release exercise, and you know that every time there was any unpleasant experience in our life, our body memorized it, and our nervous system is holding on to that memory of fight and flight. So we need to recalibrate the nervous system and put it in a state of neutrality so that we can function without those memories again. We can still go on head on with life, but not from a past experience point of view, but live life to the fullest. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a series of exercises. The first exercise is standing with the legs parallel to each other and just moving from side to side. Knees slightly bent, we move from side to side. Now, as you move from side to side, Irina, remember that your feet, you need to lift it up half of it, okay? We are activating different muscle groups of the neck. This first one, we are activating the ankle. You can pause now, okay? The next exercise is activating the calf muscle. Okay? So one leg will be in front, the other leg lifts up like this, but it stays in this position. All the weight is on the front leg. the knee here should be locked knees. So we stand like a ballerina on our toes, breathing in every time and breathing out, and then coming down. We will do this activation of the cuff muscle until we feel the tightness in the cuff muscles. You can pause. One leg down, one leg up. This is 90 degrees to each other. We are sitting on our back and coming up. So we are activating now the hamstring. And we will do this until the hamstring becomes tight. So there is a difference. We are not doing bench presses. We are not doing this. We are sitting as if there is an imaginary chair at the back. And once we do one leg, we will do the same in the other leg. Okay? We're going to do this. So this leg will be down here. The knee is not coming in front, 90 degrees. You sit at the back. Imagine there's a chair at the back. Yeah. Right. So you will activate the hamstring.
Yes. Yeah.
You can shift it to the next step now. 90 degrees. Just sitting. So remember, not the bench press. We are not with the chest. You have to sit. You have to sit.
Okay.
The more you go down, the stronger you feel in the
In the
hamstring.
hamstrings, yeah. Oh, I feel it.
Yeah. Right. So spread, knees slightly bent. We just fall over and hold here for 3 deep breaths. And as we do this, Irina, we will be also shifting positions. So one side and the other one, all 3 deep breaths in each position, and then the last position is here. So 4 positions in all. Okay. So first position is down here. Hold here for 3 deep breaths. Let your head hang completely weightless, and then turning to one side, doing this, and then 3 deep breaths in each position. And then the inside as far you can go and holding there for 3 breaths. And then we will come up slowly. Right. On standing, and the last will be on the floor. The fourth or the fifth, I think, exercise standing is just pushing your back. So your pelvis is here. You're putting the palm of your hand at the small of your back for support, and you're pushing your pelvis as far as you can go and hold. The neck should not be this because you don't want to hurt your neck is here. Just 3 breaths here. So we are now activating the psoas muscles, and then we turn the same position, holding here. We just twist our body as much as we can, looking up and holding there while we are pushing up. And that's 3 deep breaths here as well. You feel the oblique muscles now. All the trauma usually we hold in the stomach. Pushing and then oblique. 3 deep breaths. Yeah, you have the mat, it's going to be here, but this time we're going to squat for 3 minutes, which we are not going to do, but just for the sake of it, I'm going to, this is going to go as fast forward, Position? No, on the floor, just lotus position on the floor. This position, yeah. Hands on your side open. You lift your buttocks up. Hold there. This position also we hold for 3 minutes because we are now activating the back muscle. After that, after 3 minutes done, then we come down. And then the last exercise is actually recalibration of the nervous system. This one, where you are going to lift your both the knees up closer, not together, very, very slowly, but only at my instructions. Okay? So start moving upward. Hold there. You will start to feel the shaking, but it's okay. The shaking, the tremor is the therapy. Okay, now you straighten the leg and we put this is called putting the brakes. We put the brakes to the shakes like this, flex your toes and break. And the last stage of this is integration. So what we do is we turn in any side and take a fetal position. Fetal position. And in that fetal position, we now completely allow the body to integrate. The mind is receiving information and the body will integrate and you are going to observe yourself. This is the last stage of the exercise.